So Wild and Free took years actually to write, and I did this little voice memo, and the title of the memo is "What song is this?" ? Because I felt like it was already something else. To me, it sounds like a hip hop, like 90s hip hop chorus tagline.
Well, I never did just like I should, and I never thought about the greater good.
Ugh, that's a bad line.
All I did was go deep down below.
All right, and then it was originally Go Deep Down Below, and that was just something just to have, because I had the melody, but I just didn't feel like the lyrics were there. And around the same time, I was finishing up this song, which is called Dare.
Time you have the key, dare to be wild and free.
Was just going through line ideas and demos. It was like Dare to be Wild and Free, so I tried that at the end of it, and I really liked it. And so I basically scratched that song, and then did this demo for Wild and Free. You hear guitars, you can also hear like a keyboard thing going on. And at one point, we had Jason Atkins come in the band, and I was like, you know, I want like a Clav, Stevie Wonder kind of feel, you know, I was really adamant about finding the right keyboard sound for this. And then he did something very similar to this, one of the first times we played with it. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, this is not like a big rocky song. This needs to be funky. And I'd already worked with Fred on Use Some Company. He came in and it was his first time, and he had just kind of listened to the demo, and we talked a little bit about it, but we hadn't really heard too much about it. And when it got to the first verse, this drum beat happened. And it's not that complicated. It's not too crazy, but the way Fred plays, where it's that little bit of he's still pushing something while leaning back, like he always stays on the back end of the pocket of when he's playing in time. It felt like it really locked in, because to me, the verses are nothing but the drums and vocals.
Strung out on the nicotine from Turkish brown tobacco, taking shots of gasoline and lighting up my shadow.
And it was so important to me that grooved, that still felt groovy and dancey, because you know it's obviously a rock song, but to me it grew from being like a rap hip hop thing. You know, like I just felt like this was a rap hip hop tag, and I couldn't figure out where it was for that. So that was kind of where it went. And I gotta say, Jillian's backing vocals were another thing that the song just kept compounding with really great stuff. She absolutely kills it doing the backing vocals.
I never did just like I should.
All the bad that I did real good.
That right there is the most, and I'm not saying anything about her accent or anything, but it just felt like the Cranberries. It took me back to like a 90s thing. The way she does that real good.
I did real good.
And it was weird. It's this sweet vocal part, because the way she did it and the way that the song is mixed together, it still adds like a little more swagger to it. The guitar solo we had a lot longer at first, because this was just like a guitar rocky song. So Luke Jones, our guitarist, had this, you know, great solo, and he would kind of go around and do two different things. And then I kind of felt bad, because I knew I was like maybe taking the wind out of sails, and surprisingly I didn't. Like he did an awesome job with me going, hey, the guitar solo is less than half of what it used to be. But he was really cool about it, and he understood where we were going. You know, I was like, I don't know if we want something too rocky or not, and he kind of was a little adamant with me. I'm like, no, it needs to be loud, it needs to have a wah. And what he did sounds great. And then he added this little tag at the end, which just leads right into the vocal again. So good.
Well, I never did just like
I I love Slash. Slash is one of my guys on guitar. You could tell that Slash is one of his, because this is such a Slash Guns N' Roses lick. Like that's such a Slash thing, but it's still Luke, you know, and in a very cool way. And so he took this like very small amount of time, and then there was one other part where he was like, "Let me try this," and it just built.
Give me somewhere I can have something that I never get.
Like in that little guitar part at the end of like the bridge and the climax there really just shot it through the roof. This song I probably went through from like demo to recording. I counted it out. It was close to 100 different mixes and versions, and it's their imprint. It's the Revolvers did this. Yeah, I was just lucky enough to be in the same room.
Just